We have the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is your Week 6 2023 prediction and preview video. Hit subscribe if you're new. Also hit the like button. This is a very interesting matchup, and I do want to start with the Detroit Lions. They're riding the ship right now. They're one of the best teams in the NFL, and they're doing everything right. They're running the football at a high rate. Jared Goff is playing as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and last week they dominated an inferior team in the Carolina Panthers, but they've been playing a lot of good football as of late. Even from week 1 when they went into Arrowhead and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Jared Goff was 20 for 28 last week, 236 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns, and it all came behind the run game as well with David Montgomery, who had 19 carries with 109 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. He had a big 42-yard run as well in this game. Something that's also very interesting, no Amon-Ra St. Brown last week and no Jahmyr Gibbs. Both of those guys are on pace to play in this game. And that is very scary that they're able to go out and put up 42 points on a team without having some of their top weapons. Jameson Williams was able to play last week, but didn't get much going as they're trying to basically ease him into the offense. And this game, continue to run the football with David Montgomery and also get the ball out to Jahmyr Gibbs as well. The Detroit Lions play a very aggressive style of football, and they should match up very well with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they're definitely going to need Amon-Ra St. Brown in this game. You have a very good tight end in Sam Laporta, who's submitting himself as being a top tight end in the NFL. Sam Laporta has come in as a rookie and has been a star with this team. 289 receiving yards on the season and 3 receiving touchdowns. He's been very good with this team, and I like the fact they have Josh Reynolds and Khalif Raymond as well still making plays with this team, but they're definitely need Amon-Ra St. Brown in this game to be that guy that can come in and do some number one wide receiver things, especially against the secondary. This is a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that loves to come out and blitz, so you're going to need guys to be able to make some plays after the catch. And the offensive line will also play a big factor in this game as well, as you're going against a tough Tampa Bay Buccaneers front with guys like Vita Vea and Shaquille Barrett as well. So the key to victories, run the football, continue to work off play action, and protect Jared Goff up front. Defensively, Aiden Hutchinson submitting himself as one of the best defensive players in the NFL. 4.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception on the season. And last week, he got that crazy interception off that tight end screen, basically a one-handed interception. He's a game changer. Go out and put a lot of pressure on Baker Mayfield from Aiden Hutchinson's side, and also with Liam McNeil as well, who is one of the best run stoppers in the NFL. He has 2 sacks on the season and 1 forced fumble. And I like Charles Harris. He's a good guy to have alongside Aiden Hutchinson, but he's more of a run stopper with this team. But it'll be very essential to go out and put a lot of pressure on Baker Mayfield, take that run game away, and make him uncomfortable. Play him the same way the Philadelphia Eagles played him a couple weeks ago, and you should be in a very good situation. But the Detroit Lions have everything it takes to come out and win this game. Now let's talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The last time this team played, they played against New Orleans Saints. They were on the bye week last week, and they made the New Orleans Saints look bad. They won the game 26-9, and Baker Mayfield has been solid so far with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The last time they stepped on the field, he was 25 of 32, 246 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. They're still having a tough time to run the football, but they're attempting to run the football, and that's the best thing that you can ask for coming from this offense. Baker Mayfield has 7 touchdowns and 2 interceptions on the season. Continue to take care of the football and not put the offense behind the 8 ball. When this team can play with a lead, they're in a very good situation. But we saw a couple weeks ago when they went against the Philadelphia Eagles, they weren't able to protect Baker Mayfield as much, and the team put a lot of pressure on him. Not saying that it was all on Baker Mayfield that they lost that game, but it exposed a lot of cracks for this team. So definitely have to go out there, try to win the time possession battle, and be aggressive with the Detroit Lions, because if you cannot beat them on aggression, you're going to be in a bad situation. Get the ball out to guys like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. This is not a very bad defense of the Detroit Lions. They've played better with Aaron Glenn. So you have to be very careful with the throws that you want to make if you are Baker Mayfield, because they will come into certain situations to where that secondary can take a good advantage of you, and the next thing you know, they're taking the ball away from you and they're putting the ball back into the hands of Jared Goff, and that's something that you definitely want. So be conservative with the football, but at the same time, take some big plays if they are there, and also be on the lookout for Trey Palmer as well, who had a big game against New Orleans Saints a couple weeks ago. Defensively for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this is a team that likes to blitz. They have to be careful doing this. Jared Goff has been very good this season dealing with pressure, and he's been very good at throwing the football over the top as well. Jameson Williams is a very very good wide receiver in terms of just getting deep and stretching the field. And they also have some other weapons that can do that as well. They have a tight end in Sam Laporta who can come in and can dominate if you are not careful with him. So Devin White has to be on his A game in this game, and Levante David as well. But from a running standpoint, this defensive line have to try to do their best to stop David Montgomery. David Montgomery is a tank. He's one of the best power backs in the NFL, and even without the offensive line giving him a push immediately, it is hard to tackle him in open field. It takes 2 to 3 guys to tackle him and bring him down. So meet him at the point of attack and try to stop him immediately, and do the same with Jahmyr Gibbs as well. He's a slippery running back that's good at breaking tackles. This team has to come out and make a lot of tackles in space. Usually the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are solid against the run, but they got exposed a little bit against the Philadelphia Eagles, and I worry about that in this game. And the secondaries and also have to be on their A game as well. I'm looking at guys like Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis as well to stop Monron St. Brown and stop him from trying to get crazy in this game. With that being said, the Detroit Lions are a red hot team right now. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming off of a bye week. I am taking the Detroit Lions to win this game 28-17. But let me know in the comment section below, who do you have winning this game, the Detroit Lions or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.